Greetings and salutations, and this is Tech Plays here, back with, well, with the finale of Resident Evil Requiem, and I know I've been, like, pacing out the uploads of this Let's Play for, like quite a bit. Not intentional. I have literally just forgotten, this is the last time I actually just forgot to do the commentary for the video. And so here we are. It's going to go up a week late. I am doing the commentary for this probably a day or two before it's going up. So, yeah. Just doing this last minute. But here we are.
What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
My research opened Pandora's box, unleashing disaster upon the world.
Except Elpis, the goddess of hope? Or so the myth goes.
A blind hope.
What do you mean?
Humans cannot predict when death will come for them. This is why they have hope. I was wrong, and I am plagued by guilt. Happiness cannot be achieved at the expense of others. I think that's enough for today.
Why did you accept my request for an interview? Who is that? Is that one of your subjects?
Of course not. She was alone in the world. I took her in to make amends.
Is she...
Perfectly normal. Just an average child needing a home. She is my hope. Aren't you beautiful? Would you like to hold her?
Oh, okay. She's adorable. What's her name?
Grace.
Grace. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
I've said my piece. I only hope it serves as a requiem for those who have passed.
Leon. Leon. I need to hurry.
Yep, we gotta go help Leon, because, yeah. Bro is dying. I'm not just saying that in that tone just because, like, I already know what happens, but also, you know damn well that we're never gonna kill this man off. Going into this game, you knew damn well they were never gonna kill this man off. Just saying. Anyway, let's do this. I'm not gonna lie. You saw me stop for a moment. When I saw this room right here, I thought we were gonna have like one little last section with Grace that we had to get through to get to Leon or something. But no, you can just ride the elevator straight up to Leon. Would it have been cool to have like one more section with Grace in an area kind of designed like this? Yeah, probably, but at the same time, wasn't needed. The game, people people complained that this game was short, and I'm just like, really? The only time I've beaten this game in like less than 7-8 hours is when I did a speed run for one of the trophies, and when I ran through the game with unlockables. Other than that, it's always kind of taken me a minimum of 8 hours to beat this game, and the average of my runs, my first few runs, was probably about 10-11 hours before I started doing the faster runs, you know.
Please wake up.
So this is not a short game at all, especially because it took me 22 videos to do this game. Yeah, no, it's not a short game at all.
Rest in my eyes.
You okay? Oh, let me help you.
Let's do this.
Okay. I don't know the password.
It's okay. Soon left it wide open for us. Any wrong code will do. It'll destroy Elpis.
Let's try.
Grace, whatever it takes. I can buy you some time.
No. No, I have an idea.
I trust you. I trust you.
So, the prodigal daughter returns.
I know the password.
Fulfill your destiny, and all will be forgiven.
Only if you let Leon live.
Very well.
Oop, we gotta make the big decision here.
Please know that you are my hope.
This is the part where the games basically try to like make sure you paid attention, because like a lot, I saw back when this game came out, I saw a lot of people surprised that like releasing Elpis was the good ending. Fam, pay attention to the game. Like I know Oswald Spencer is a piece of shit. You're not supposed to trust him, and I'll give my thoughts on this particular thing in a moment. I don't think... Well, actually, I'll go ahead and just say it. I don't think they're trying to redeem Oswald Spencer or anything like that. In fact, this might just be a last fuck you to, like, anyone who's using, like, Spencer's work for further viruses and stuff. This just might be his way of going out with a fuck you, you know? And the whole talk of hope and all that is probably just, you know, a lie.
Spencer,
That's what I personally think. I don't think he did this for, like, the good of anything. I think he just wanted people to not be using his work after he's gone, you know? And this was his way of doing it, is to have, like, an antivirus to anything that uses the T virus and shit, so. At least that's my theory on this. That's the way I choose to look at it.
I give you the
We'll see.
honor of experiencing my power firsthand.
I'm not sure Elpis is what you think it is. There's nothing special about me. I was never any king. Spencer wanted to make amends.
But you released Elpis. What is it? Tell me!
Leon!
Why? My powers!
Elpis is Spencer's atonement. It's an antiviral.
Amazing. I am humbled by my master's genius.
Your research was wrong. Elpis wasn't a weapon. There was never a key.
Spencer's paper was obviously incomplete. There was no connection between Grace and Emily.
Do you know how much time and money I wasted on this?
Don't you see the genius? With Elpis, all virus-based weapons are useless. The world order will be thrown into chaos.
We wanted a weapon.
Instead, Spencer gave us anarchy. I will carry his torch and bring his vision to life.
You? You and Spencer were a means to an end.
Yet he outwitted you all.
Spencer defied us and paid the price with his life. He was nothing.
You are nothing but an imitation.
It's over, Victor. The Connections is done with you!
We can't let him have it.
Your ignorance is staggering.
It's a cure. Oh, it's working. Leon, it's working. Wake up.
Now, let it all come down. All of it.
Grace, what happened?
It's gonna go! Grab something!
Grace. Grace! Time to bury Umbrella's last skeleton.
And here we are with the final fight against Victor. What's my thoughts on this fight? I actually fucking love it. I think this is a better version. Like, there's even a part of this fight that's like a callback to the RE3 remake version of Nemesis, like his final fight. I think this game did it better. Like, once you get to that phase, yeah, it's definitely better than it was in RE3 remake. RE3, like anything, you know I'm going to take any opportunity to shit on RE3 remake, because after playing the original RE3, I see exactly why people hate it. The only things I kind of liked in RE3 remake, I liked Carlos. I liked Jill's more sassy lines. I didn't like when she was just kind of a full-on jerk, but I did like that she had sass. I did like her moments where she was actually like, I don't know. There were a lot of redeeming qualities to Jill in that game. I just felt they should have like toned down on the full-on asshole moments, because she did have a couple moments where like, yeah. But it's not really the writing of that game that's like a problem, because for the most part, it's alright. It's the gameplay, clearly. Like, that's what was so bad about RE3 remake. Because in terms of like writing, it probably is an improvement over the original game in a lot of ways. I think Carlos was written better. I think Jill had more of a personality. I don't think they should have made her a full-on asshole. Like, giving her some sass was fine. Her, like, that's why I liked that. I liked that part. But like, there were moments where they just had her be an asshole for no reason, and I just kind of Was the only part I didn't care for because it didn't feel like the same character. That's really it. That's really all it boils down to. It just didn't feel like the same character. But I could see her being like having some sass, and then like you know, being a little desensitized or a little like over all the bullshit she's dealing with. Like that part of her personality was just fine. It's just the other. Yeah. It wasn't just Jill either. Nikolai was kind of like an underwhelming villain. I kind of liked Nikolai better in the original game. I feel like it's the one point where like a character was fully better in the original game. Because with Jill, I like some parts of her remake version better and some parts of her original version better. And with Carlos, I definitely like his remake version better. Nikolai was kind of like way better in the original game. Like, yeah, he was way more obvious in the original game, but like, I don't know. The remake kind of had him acting like, even though like it wasn't clear he was the antagonist at the start of the remake kind of had him acting like a cartoon villain from like the start, and the original did have him acting like that, but also in the original it didn't really try to hide that he was a problem, because in the remake it kind of, until a certain scene of the game, he's kind of treated like just an ally that Jill doesn't get along with, you know?
Let those ideals win.
I don't know, that's just the way I take it. So here we are with a much better game. Sorry for your noise, I have a freezer pop. And there's my opinions on the writing in this game. I think it's probably one of the... Look, I know some people are going to be like annoyed with like retcon this, retcon that, all yada yada yada, right? I don't think this game really retcons anything. I don't know if it's a hot take, but I really don't think it does. Because yeah, it does use the remake models for like the RPD and some parts of Raccoon City, but like at the same time, did you really expect them to have like the, you know, the assets from the original game in a way that they would look good in a modern game? Like, this game already looks like and plays like it probably took a lot of money to develop. If they did try to like make Raccoon City and the RPD feel closer to the original versions of the games, they would have had to make new assets and stuff. They would have had to make new assets, and that would have cost more money. Probably would have had to release the game for that dumb $80 price tag that many game developers are trying to push for. Well, not developers, but many game companies are trying to push for. But luckily they didn't. They released it for $70, which should be the standard. I think $80 is a fucking ripoff. 70 was already pushing them, but with like rising prices and shit, I get it. I personally do. 80 though, no. Games should not be $80. Never should. Oh, here we go with phase 2. Let's go, my guy.
Nemesis.
Victor! That's a nice look for you, buddy.
So dim.
No, I'm kidding. The one thing I do question with this game, there's one thing. How does Leon know what a nemesis is? I don't recall him ever facing a nemesis. Keep in mind, I haven't seen all the movies. I've seen a couple of them, and I've played, or, well, I've played most of the games. The games I haven't played, I've seen. So, yeah. I've never seen Leon come across a nemesis, so how does he know what a nemesis is? Or has he just been told what a nemesis is by other characters? Like, I don't know. The only character I can recall in games dealing with a nemesis is Jill. And I don't, outside of like one movie, I don't think Leon and Jill really come across each other. Oh. Just how I feel about it. rest of the game's great though. So it's really hard to find something bad about this game, and I'm not looking for things bad about this game anyway. I'll just name something if I think of it, you know. I'm not the kind of person that's gonna look for everything wrong with the game, or everything right with the game for that matter. I'll just like, if I enjoy it, I'll say what I like. I say what I don't like. Hell, here's one thing you can guarantee. If I let's play a game on my channel, get through the whole game, whole let's play finished, I can guarantee you that game's at least a 7 out of 10 for me. Because I will not let's play games I don't enjoy. This game is above a 7 out of 10. It's about a 9. There's only like 2 things I found to complain about. Everything else I can say about the game is just fantastic. So, it's a 9. I think the story for this game is one of the best Resident Evil stories in the series. I know some people will say, like, retcon this, like, fam, no. I don't personally feel like anything in this game retcons anything. Because here's the thing, right? Like, I feel like it only retcons something if you, like, only consider the original versions of the game canon. I feel like both versions are canon, like the remake and the originals. I feel like both are canon, and the series just kind of picks and chooses which parts of all of them they want to use. I feel like that's kind of similar to like the way the Leon and Claire scenarios in RE2 are. Like the series kind of just picks and chooses what parts of the A scenario for both and B scenario for both and what's canon. And that's part of why I feel like RE2 remake is best thought out as like part of the game is Claire A, part of the game is Leon A, and then like etc. Like parts of the game where there are B scenarios and shit. Like you just gotta mix it all together. It is a little weird that like that's the way the canon's going, but it's easier to like piece together when you think like that. But on top of that, I'm just I don't know, I'm just not, when it comes to Resident Evil, I'm not too worried about continuity. As long as the characters are in character and the game is fun, I really am not gonna be like a snob for continuity. Like, as long as the story's good, the characters are good, the gameplay is fun. Well, the story's good by Resident Evil standards, because there are some convoluted Resident Evil stories that are still good, so yeah, by Resident Evil standards. Like, I think the story for Revelations 2 is really good. It's got some convoluted stuff going on in it. I don't know. I just really like it. Like, I found 2 things I don't like about the game, and that's it. If I can only find 2 things I don't like about a game, it's a 9. Like, I would only drop a game down to an 8 when I have at least 3 or 4, not even 3. If I have at least 4 or 5 things to complain about, it goes down to a 8. If I have a lot to complain about, but I still love the game, well, if I have a lot to complain about, but I still like the game, I still like playing it and all that, it's a 7. RE7 is a 7. I think that 7 for me is a game that's good but messy. That's RE7, Sonic Frontiers, what's another 7 out of 10 for me? RE7, Sonic Frontiers, BioShock 1's a 7. I think BioShock 2's an 8. Because of its game, like, it improves a lot gameplay-wise. I think BioShock 2's an 8. Borderlands 3 is a 7. Really fun gameplay, got a lot of messiness in terms of the writing and story. But really fun gameplay, it's a 7. Borderlands 2 is a 9. 9 definitely. Pre-sequel's an 8. I used to hate on the pre-sequel until I played through it this Claptrap and realized you can bypass the dumbass oxygen mechanic. And it was just way better when I did that. Plus, the lines you get for Claptrap in that game are funny, so like, yeah. Pre-sequel's an 8. Borderlands 1's a 7. A lot of messiness in that game. I think that can apply to most first games in the series. There's gonna be a lot of messiness. What's a game that I would rate below a 7? Sonic Forces is a 4. I know you're probably like expecting me to like say it's lower than 4 because of how much I hate that game, but no, it's just a 4. It's a 4 because it's the most boring game I've ever played. I haven't played a lot of boring games, but it is the most boring one I've played. Most boring Sonic game, for sure. Like, I'd rather play Sonic 06, and Sonic 06 is like a 3 or 2 to me because of how messy that game is. Like, how buggy and shit it is. Like, Sonic 06 would be a 2 for me, and I'd still rather play that over Forces. Forces doesn't have as much wrong with it as 06, that's why it's a 4. But, fam, I'd rather play a game that's a 2, because at least I'll feel something, than a game that's a 4 or 5. I don't know, it might be weird, but oh well.
Leon.
We need to get you out of here. Come on. Let's get you out.
There's no way out, is there?
Well, I'm not gonna leave your side. I'm gonna sit right here with you.
I guess this is it then.
Leon S. Kennedy?
Depends who's asking.
Alpha, you read me, sir? Yeah, they're safe. I got them. Yes, sir. Mr. Kennedy, I have a message from Captain Redfield.
I'll be damned. Can't believe that antiviral actually worked. Feel better than I have in ages.
Thank God. I'm glad you're okay.
We got a dose with your name on it. We'll be back in action in no time.
Thank you, Leon.
Would have been a lot smoother if Chris hadn't been so late to the party.
Where is Chris, anyway?
No idea. I'm sure I'll run into him at some point. Yeah, I'll call you back. It's over then.
Yeah. Opus really was our last hope.
Oh, let's pray Umbrella hasn't left us any more nasty surprises.
I wish we could have saved Emily.
Grace. I didn't hit any of her vitals. She could still be alive.
What are you saying?
Maybe we can save her.
government has confirmed the existence of an actively trading bioweapons lab located here in the ruins of Raccoon City. The origin point for the worldwide spread of bioorganic weapons. This illegal facility appears to have been in operation for decades.
Sources say that the extension of the lockdown and the recent series of mysterious deaths may be related to tragic events in Raccoon City 28 years ago.
Evidence seized in Raccoon City has led the Justice Department to reopen its investigation into Oswald Spencer and the long-defunct Umbrella Corporation. Some believe the government deliberately drove Umbrella into bankruptcy.
The late Alyssa Ashcroft is credited with cracking the Oswald Spencer story. Conspiracy theorists are already claiming that she was killed in a cover-up, and that the organization responsible is secretly controlling our government.
Tonight, in a speech from the Oval Office, the president is expected to reject allegations of any government involvement since the Raccoon City incident.
And Sherry's okay? Oh, good. I'm so glad. Emily, yeah, she's doing great. I'm actually teaching her how to read.
Grace. Grace. Where's that report?
Sorry. Leon, gotta go. Catch up soon.
Remaining BSAA forces have been neutralized. Retrieving the objective before they send in the wolves.
And here we are, the results screen. Proof this game is not short. Look at that. Just for context here. I think the only RE game that's taken me longer than this on my first run is RE4 Remake. The only one. RE1 Remake and RE Village came close to this time. They both took me about 10 hours first run, but no. This game is longer than both of those. Most definitely. But we are ending it off here, so bye.